Hey guys, welcome back to CGK, Curiosities about General Knowledge. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating figures in history, Joan of Arc. Here are 5 surprising facts about this legendary French heroine that you may not have known. 1. Voices. Joan of Arc claimed to have heard the voices of 3 saints, Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret, who urged her to fight for France. According to Joan's testimony during her trial, the voices first came to her when she was 13 years old and working in the fields. The voices told her that she had a divine mission to help the French king and drive the English out of France. Joan's visions and voices were a crucial part of her self-identity as a chosen instrument of God. They gave her the strength and determination to overcome the obstacles and challenges that she faced in her mission. However, her visions also became a point of controversy during her trial, as her accusers questioned whether her voices were truly divine or the result of mental illness or demonic possession. Despite the skepticism of some, Joan's voices and visions remain a key part of her legacy and have been the subject of much debate and analysis by historians, theologians, and scholars. Some have suggested that her experiences were a manifestation of her deep faith and spiritual devotion, while others have argued that they were a product of her psychological state or political motivations. Regardless of the interpretation, there's no doubt that Joan's voices played a crucial role in her remarkable life story. 2 Battles. Joan of Arc played a crucial role in several battles during the 100 Years' War between France and England. Her most famous victory came during the Siege of Orleans in 1429, where she helped to lift the English siege of the city and turned the tide of the war in France's favor. Joan's military successes were notable not just for her gender, but also for her unconventional tactics and strategies. She frequently led charges against the English and was known for her bravery and determination on the battlefield. Her leadership and charisma inspired the French troops to fight with renewed vigor, and she quickly became a symbol of hope and resistance for the French people. However, Joan's military career was also marked by setbacks and challenges. After the victory at Orleans, she was wounded in battle and had to temporarily withdraw from the front lines. She also faced opposition and skepticism from some of the French commanders, who were jealous of her success and suspicious of her divine claims. Despite these obstacles, Joan continued to fight for the French cause until her capture by the English in 1430. Her military achievements, along with her courage and determination in the face of adversity, have made her a legendary figure in the history of warfare and a source of inspiration for generations to come. 3 Capture. Despite her military successes, Joan of Arc was captured by the English in 1430 during a battle near the town of Compiègne. She was held captive for more than a year before being tried for heresy, or religious dissent, by an ecclesiastical court in Rouen. Joan's trial was marked by controversy and political intrigue. Her accusers, who were loyal to the English crown, sought to discredit her divine claims and undermine her role as a military leader. They accused her of practicing witchcraft and dressing in men's clothing, both of which were considered violations of church law. Despite her defense of herself during the trial, Joan was found guilty and sentenced to death by burning at the stake in May 1431. Her execution was a brutal and traumatic event, and she reportedly died proclaiming her faith in God and maintaining her innocence. However, nearly 25 years after her death, Joan's verdict was overturned, and she was posthumously declared innocent by a new ecclesiastical court. Her trial and execution have been the subject of much historical and literary analysis, and continue to fascinate and intrigue people to this day. Many viewed Joan as a martyr and a hero, who was willing to sacrifice everything for her beliefs and her country. 4 Inspiration. Joan of Arc has been an inspiration to many people throughout history, both for her religious devotion and her leadership on the battlefield. Her story has been the subject of countless books, movies, and works of art, and she has been praised as a symbol of courage, determination, and faith. One of the most famous artistic representations of Joan is the play, Saint Joan, by George Bernard Shaw, which was first performed in 1923. The play presents Joan as a complex and multifaceted character, whose faith and bravery are contrasted with the political and religious machinations of her accusers. Other notable works inspired by Joan include the opera, Jeanne d'Arc, by Giuseppe Verdi, the film, The Passion of Joan of Arc, by Carl Theodor Dreyer, and the novel, Personal Recollections of Joan of Arc, by Mark Twain. In addition to these artistic tributes, Joan's story has also been a source of inspiration for political and social movements throughout history. During the French Revolution, she was celebrated as a symbol of popular resistance against tyranny, while in the 20th century, she was held up as a feminist icon and a model of female empowerment. Today, Joan continues to inspire people around the world with her story of courage, conviction, and faith. Her legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human will and the ability of individuals to make a difference, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. 5. Canonization. Joan of Arc was canonized as a saint by the Catholic Church in 1920, nearly 500 years after her death. Her canonization was the culmination of a long and contentious process, which began in the 15th century and was marked by political and religious intrigue. Joan's reputation as a holy and virtuous figure was well established in France in the decades following her death, and she was celebrated as a symbol of national pride and religious devotion. However, her trial and execution by the Church raised questions about her religious orthodoxy and her status as a saint. It was not until the 19th century that the process of canonization began in earnest, with the establishment of a formal investigation into Joan's life and deeds. This investigation culminated in her beatification in 1909, which recognized her as a blessed and holy figure. In 1914, during World War I, the French government petitioned the Vatican to speed up the process of Joan's canonization, citing her importance as a national symbol and a source of inspiration for French soldiers. Despite some opposition from conservative elements within the Church, Joan was officially declared a saint in 1920 by Pope Benedict XV. Joan's canonization has had a profound impact on her legacy, cementing her status as a symbol of faith and heroism for Catholics around the world. Her feast day is celebrated on May 30th, and she is honored as the patron saint of France, soldiers, and prisoners. Her canonization also serves as a reminder of the enduring power of Joan's example and the lasting impact she has had on history and culture. So there you have it, 5 surprising facts about Joan of Arc. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CGK for more fascinating videos about general knowledge. Thanks for watching.